I'm cursed. But something about me is making them jealous, so listen and learn. I hurt them like cattle, cause I'm surrounded by cowards. And I don't give a fuck when I walk into battle, and that's why I got all the power. I'm where you wanna be, ain't no one ahead of me. All of my enemies made the decision, it's better to follow me. I make no apologies, all of my sins I would repeat and I repeat, cause I'ma beat me till the death of me. I guess now you feel the only reason that I'm here is to wreak havoc. Everybody praying that I'll change it, maybe one day, but tomorrow I'll be back at it. Cause die hard, die hard. We live fast, we die hard. Go against me, we die hard. Die hard. Die with the blood on my hands. Thrive when I'm beating a man. All I learned in the pen is never get caught, just get it and hit it again. Straight out of context, ain't me come like it's phone sex. Ain't even tick like a Rolex, cause I'm keeping a nuclear conscience. I fly like an
Back. Welcome back.
atom bomb in the world, but with conflict. Hate that you need me, wanna destroy me, but you can't. You're gonna deploy me in the end. Better believe that I'ma be me till the death of me.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing alright. Doing alright. So, I was chilling, doing my little thing. I wanted to make another video, and I really can't figure out what I want to make a video about.
I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for being abused. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm good on that pussy shit. I don't want what I can get. I want someone whose secrets nobody knows. I need a gangster.
I don't know. Guess I just, have a little fun. Gotta have a little fun, right?
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Gotta have a little fun. Every now and again.
Money work.
Right?
Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
The wind won't kick up as soon as I put my shit down. Nah, you ain't gonna drop my phone today. Not today. Put it against the wind, How y'all doing tonight? Shout out to the OG. Shout out to the OG. I ain't never heard that song to him. And even though I don't know the words, I don't know. I like that beat. Beat's really good. Really like that beat. Like that song.
Yeah, it's coming like a thief in the night. Only the Father knows the time when it is. Stay praising, fasting, praying, have faith. There's really not much time left to wait. I pray to the east and I give you all my problems. Ask that you solve everything on my conscience. Wake up every morning and I thank you I'm still breathing. Cause you're the only one who can take life like it's nothing. You send out your son for the sins of the people. I will not render no evil for evil. A rich man shall hardly make it to your kingdom. Like trying to sew a camel through the eye of a needle. Preach your gospel around the world. Yeah, we're overcoming fears. Do it by the power of your will. When I pray, you know exactly how I feel. In the spirit, it feels so real. I thank Christ for the blood that he spilled. Cause I'm sinned, but I'm covered by your grace. I'm waiting for the time and the place. With a watchman, waiting, just hope and stay patient. In this world where the truth is so vacant. And they lie on your name cause they're pagans. They're the modern day churches of Satan. And Christ was a black man for certain. Real Jews in the ghetto, we so urban. We study in the word, I'm a servant. I am not a slave, I'm a servant. Yeah, we are soon to come. New Jerusalem. There your will be done. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Wake up every morning.
Alright. Guess that's what we'll talk about. My last video, I was basically talking about relationships and different things, and I ended with basically the Bible and how the law can help us, because something many other people said, like that aren't me. And they would say things like, if information is good, if someone's playing, if something is good, then you should use it for yourself. If it doesn't work, then alright, then it makes sense. Then I always hear people mock the Bible and say, well, you can't prove it's real, you can't prove these people, whatever, right? That's what I said in the other video. Alright, I can't prove these people are real, but can I prove these laws are real? Can I prove being a good man and the things I said? I can prove that's real. Yeah, I can. Anybody can do that. So, when it comes to our people, even if the book is fake, then, like I said in the last video, we're a broken people that's scattered and, in our ways, for whatever reasons. There's no other manual, there's no other book to show people that are in our condition how to get out of it. Sound the horns. That book does. That's literally what the book's about. That's why when the people of the book get saved and stuff, the Lord takes favor on them, they build their communities, and then the Lord does his magic and make them rich by building things, right? Now, let's say it's not real. All the techniques of how to build a community and the ways of choosing a husband and a wife, it has nothing to do with the superficial stuff that we choose. They choose their wives and husbands based off of building the community that they say they want to build. 3. And there's the superficial stuff is not there. You know what I mean? Like, I need him to be this or that or blah, blah, blah. No. It's a whole bunch of poor people. There ain't no choosing, no, I want upper class. No. They're going to choose themselves. And the best of themselves are going to get together. And that's it. And you're going to build together and save together and build families and stuff. And then those families build neighborhoods or whatever, move to places together. And then the next generation, those are the guys that get the good jobs and all of that. You ain't nothing but the foundation, dog. You know what I mean? We don't live in reality. We live in this fantasy land of, I want to build generational wealth and spend it at the same time. That's for other people's families that went around the monopoly board already. If we spend our generational wealth, the generation that's in the future won't have it. Get it? They need people that are gonna build things, never get the spoils and the you know, all the spend all the money and the dumb shit. They don't get that. They get the glory. They get the plaques on the wall. They get the monuments and the statues. Those are the gods that brought us forth, and those men made sacrifice. You see, like, you know, like how everyone else does. Everyone else has statue of their people that sacrificed and did things for them, so their people could be where they are. Get it? But that's our problem. We want now. We want to be the one now. We want, soon as that's why I said listen, slavery fucked us up. We don't have a generational wealth mentality because we want to spend and live great now. Well, that's not how it's done when you're the generation that begins the stuff. Like their generation that began to take shit, they didn't have everything. They were like us. And then they said, we got to stick together or we're never going to have nothing. Even if we got to take it. We got to get together. See, we don't have to do what they do. And the world has all these laws and guns and armies, so we can't do what they did. We, on the other hand, have the Lord and the law. And all these abilities to build things and do things and, you know, love each other. We don't need to take over the world. We don't need to take over nothing. We need to take over ourselves. We need to give ourselves a community. We don't even look at it. If you're not in a major city, right? Like we're scattered. We were scattered everywhere. Like where I'm from and other places, we're losing those grounds. They're pushing us out because we can't afford to live there or whatever. And then now we're all migrating into these cities, these bigger cities, and you know, like Atlanta or whatever. And it's a start. To me it's a good thing in a way because we're going together. But we're not coming together and to build that place. We're coming together with we're gonna be rich and we gotta, like when I was making a video or wanted to make the video of the women that were getting bamboozled by the guy with the Ferrari. I'm still gonna make that video. He was in Atlanta. And look, some of them were really hot. But it showed me exactly what I'm talking about now. Like, where niggas ain't gonna build nothing even if you get them all down in one spot. Why? Because all the women want the 2% of men. You can't build a community if every woman wants the 2% of men. And then if you don't get them, you treat every other man like shit. Or you just don't get with them like yous are doing now. I can't have the rich guys with all the stuff. I'm gonna have sex with regular guys, and that's it. And then I'm just gonna cheat on them or not be with them. And how do you build a community? Because you need families. And if yous aren't gonna settle, which is not settling because you're average, and you're settling for an average man means you're not settling. You're getting what you are. That's what Kevin was trying to explain to a lot of our women and men. Because I said in the last video, he attacked men before he attacked women. And a lot of women don't sound the horns. A lot of women don't like to admit that. But I'm just like most of the women that came on to him. I didn't watch him the whole time. I seen him because he got popular dissing that chick. And when I like somebody, or I will go back to your old stuff to see what you're about. And I did. And all he did was shit on dudes. Like he shit on women. But he wasn't shitting on anybody. He was saying to people that swear they want a certain life, but aren't doing the work. All the men that say, oh, these chicks don't picking me, and oh, they don't want to. And he's like, well, what are you doing to get women? You're scrawny, or you're overweight. You have no money. You don't look good in the face, so you're not giving them that. You don't know what you're doing with that thing, so you're not giving them that. And then you got the nerve to tell me that you ain't gonna go out there and break your back and get mad money. Sound the fucking horns. He was dissing the shit out of dudes. He was putting them in their place like, yo, dog, don't you ever say you want a woman to marry you. You're a boyfriend. You're not a husband, you're a boyfriend. And you're not even a good one, because how do you expect to keep her? You never learn to use your dick. You're not good with money. You don't know how to dress yourself. You don't have things to talk about. You're not interesting. And women are supposed to make you the fucking head of the household. And men took it and ran with it. We didn't leave thousands of hateful comments and say, I'll fucking beat you up, don't you? We took it and started saying, you know what, maybe he's right. I gotta spiff up on these couple things that maybe I can't get the money because I'm where I'm at, but I can't work out a little bit. And if I don't like working out a little bit, I can learn things. Stop beating my shit every day and actually learn about like sexual things. So when the next time I do get a woman in the bed, I have some extra tips and tricks and things, and not just, and we tried and we do. And that's why he went over to the women. That's why the women were calling in. Because as he talked to the men, a certain amount of them got up. He never showed their faces. And he said, oh, that's why he always said, me and my fellas. Because he actually connected with these men online, and they were all looking for wives. And he said, all right, I'm going to keep doing this. And as this blows up, his plan worked, and he said, all right, we're going to find wives now because we're the shit. And now all these women can see us, and now we get to choose. And then they're looking around, and every night the same thing. You don't think those men were behind the scenes laughing, and he was telling them that they are behind the scenes laughing and typing in like, you're not what you think you are. Because the man that you think you want, he's watching. He's literally watching and typing. I wouldn't even talk to her. Get it? So it's a joke. It's like, so many things in the world have happened, and it's not like it didn't make it hard. And it's for everybody. And it's not like there hasn't been a big influence with TV and all these technologies that are making people choose the wrong people or whatever. But when are we gonna really... When are we gonna... Like, this is not for the rest of the nations. I mean, for us. When are we gonna say, all right, we don't have the same advantages, so we can't live the same life? Maybe we should take some of the older techniques that got those people that we envy so much and we want to be like them. Maybe we should do what their grandfathers and grandmothers did, and now they have the advantages to be like, I want to pick someone that looks really good and has money. Because we don't have that ability. We have to get with people to build communities and build businesses and families. And then those people get to, like their people did. Get it? And if you don't, then you don't get those choices. You still got to deal with broken people that haven't healed, haven't got together, aren't worrying about, oh, she doesn't have sex good, he doesn't have sex good. Is he helping your community for your next generation so your children can have better choices in women? Is he or she doing that? See, I understand the game because my father taught me that relationships and the prize of it, of men and women, are the children. Because all that you do will eventually be for them. So if your mind isn't on them, then you're never going to be completely actually linked in together. Therefore, you want to live your dream, I want to do this, and I want to do that. Well, what about the children? When are we going to dream the same thing and make it a better community? And that means someone has to bite the bullet. Someone has to do the hard work. Someone has to sacrifice. Get it? Or we have to deal with the conditions that we deal with. I don't know. It's either follow the law or get right, or stop complaining about your conditions and choices that you have. Because I hear women say, well, fuck it, I might as well just stay alone. If you truly believe that, yous would never go online and talk about men and complain. Yous would give up and just live life. Yous complain because yous want someone to come along. Just like men, we complain about women because we want to make some type of negotiation and change the way we think, so we could say, all right, you're not getting everything you want, I'm not getting everything I want, but what are the things that I am getting that I do want? What things can I get from you that will make my life better, that have nothing to do with this awesome dream thing, that has to do with regular life as a regular person on a regular level? Maybe we, like, you know what I mean? And I can see if you're an entrepreneur and you're on middle class and you're trying to get to the next level, I get it. But if you're on the bottom, how dare you think you're skipping middle class? That should be your goal. If you're not middle class, your goal should be middle class, not the fucking top. If you're the middle class, then your goal should be the top. You see how they have us fucked up in the mind? Because we're chasing lives of movie stars and rappers. They went from the bottom and they went to the top. That cannot happen mathematically for majority of anyone. So that means the rest of us have to not think like stars. We get to enjoy their music, pretend we're like that, but you have to go back after you turn the music off, look around your life, and then live real life. You pretend you're him, and we say, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm an independent woman, and you're alone, you're poor, and you're alone. And it's not good. It's not. Like, even myself, like when I sound the horns long range, I have standards. I want a woman that's like holy and have some standards about herself and morality. But I live in a world where not a lot of women have that. So would I have to lower my standard? Yes. It's called reality. It's called, I would have to see a woman that fits things that I do like, and then when I get my chance with her, I tell her about those things I don't like, and then she would have to accept that and then be like, all right, well, I like you enough to want to change those things. Get it? And because then she's going to do the same thing to me, more than likely. She's going to see things about me, and if there are things I can change, then I will change. If it's things I can't, well, then we got to talk about that, or you got to go your own way. All right? Now, if we're doing this, and, you know, there ain't enough pickings for what you want, then that means you got to be alone, right? Or maybe you should have a different plan on what type of man you actually want and what love and actually being happy really is, because everybody's chasing this entrepreneur super life while the rest of the nations, they're trying to live regular and just live regular life. And that's why they're happy, because they're not trying to be superstars with super businesses. They're trying to have families and build